What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Kegan, of course. And I got a very interesting business offer. So to start this video out, I gotta give you guys a little backstory before I get into the business offer story. So if you guys didn't know by now, I resell clothing online. And I've always heard it's good to tell people what you do because you never know who you're gonna run into, if they could help your business at all. If that person knows somebody that wants to buy something from you, you never know who you're gonna run into. So if somebody asks me what I do, I straight up tell them exactly what I do. I resell clothing online. That's pretty much my main job. I do have a part-time job I still have, but it's literally a part-time job. I make a lot more money reselling clothing online. So that's why I call it my main job. But now let's get into the business offer story, whatever you want to call it. It's very weird. So most of the time at my part-time job, I only work 4 to 5 hours a day. That's it. It's normally 4 to 9, 4 to 8, normally 4 to closing whenever we end up do closing. And every once in a while we have customers that come in that need help moving a piece of furniture. So of course they call me because that is my job at the store, to help customers move furniture, clean stuff up, and that kind of stuff. Well, the night this happened, this lady came in and she needed a piece of furniture that was honestly not that heavy, but for some reason she still needed help. I'm not sure why. So of course I helped her get it, and she looked at it and everything, and then she started asking me like personal questions. And at the time I really didn't put 2 and 2 together. I'll tell you guys what I think about this whole thing at the very end of the story, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together at the time it was all happening. Like, she was asking me how old I was, do I go out and party? I told her I'm 21, and when she asked me do I go out and party at all, I said no, all I do is work. Like, that's literally all I do. I just work. I go to my part-time job, I come home and work on the eBay stuff. If I'm not at work, most of the time I'm working on YouTube, TikTok, or eBay stuff. Like, I just work. I don't go out and party at all. And I straight up told her, I don't really go partying at all. She's like, oh, why not? You should go out and party, this and that, a bunch of stuff. And I told her, maybe if I go out once a year, that's really all I do. I just work. And she's like, oh, what do you do for work? Which in a way was kind of a very weird question because she saw I obviously worked at the place I was helping her at, my part-time job. And I just told her, I work at that place and I sell clothing online. And that's when she started asking more and more questions about clothing and stuff like that. And that's when she got to the part where she's like, oh, I know a few people that own a business and they're looking for business partners. And I'm like, okay. But the weird thing is she wouldn't tell me what they do for business, which at the time I still didn't put 2 and 2 together. Like, it's still very weird. I don't know why I didn't try to push her, because I did ask and she just avoided the question completely, which is very odd. If you have a business, why wouldn't you just tell people? But she continued to ask me questions about my eBay and stuff like that. She's like, oh, do you make good money? I said, yeah, I make a decent amount of money. I never tell people the exact amount just because it's like nobody's business except mine. And she's like, do you have fun doing it? I said, yeah, of course. I like doing it a lot more than working at my part-time job. This, that, just like basic questions that are a little weird, like none of her really business at all, but she just kept asking. We were probably talking for like 5 minutes and then I had to go to the front, and she's like, well, I could probably put you in contact with my business friends that are looking for a business partner. She brought it up again. At the time, like I've been saying, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I should have just said no, I'm okay. I do my own thing and I'm okay with it. But I'm like, yeah, sure, you can have my number, you can pass it to him, whatever. And I don't know why I did that, because I don't like giving my number out to people, because if it does get leaked, I don't want a bunch of random people just calling me. So I don't know why I did that, but I did end up giving it to her. She wrote it down and I didn't really think anything about it after that. But before she walked away, she did ask me when I'm free. I pretty much told her, I work every day. I don't got no free time. She's like, well, we can meet up at a restaurant and this and that. Just some more like weird stuff. I don't know why, just very weird. But the rest of the night was chill. We ended up closing. I went home and everything. About a week later, she calls my phone and I didn't know her number, so I just completely denied the call and she left a voicemail. I'm not gonna play it for you guys. Who knows, one of you guys might know the lady. I don't know. But I'll put on the screen what the voicemail said. But as you guys can see, it's not a short message. Like, she was probably talking for a good 35 seconds. Like, it's a solid paragraph. Part of the message is blurred out due to her name and her number she left and the place I worked. I blurred the place I worked out, yes, but that is one of probably 5 messages she left. If I still have the other ones, I'll definitely put them on the screen next to me also. And as you guys can see, again, when she said the person's name, I looked up the exact name online. I tried to find it on Facebook, Instagram. I could not find that name anywhere online. And most businesses have a website, a Facebook page, an Instagram page. They have something online to represent the company, get some free advertisement out there and everything. Which the weird thing is, this guy's name didn't come up under anything at all. Which when I started putting 2 and 2 together, everything just started adding up. Like, this is gonna sound very bad. And if the lady that I talked to ever sees this video and I'm completely wrong about this, I'm sorry. I really really am. But the way it came across to me after I put 2 and 2 together, this was like some type of like webcam online type of dealing. If you guys know what I mean, you know. If you don't worry about it. It's some weird online web stuff. That's what came into my mind. It's like, since they wouldn't tell me the business name or even what the business was, I'm thinking it's something to do with that. Is that bad for me to think? Yes, it's very bad. I think it's a little wrong if I'm wrong about it, but if I'm not, I don't need to be a part of that at all. I'll stick to selling clothes online, making YouTube videos and everything. I don't need to be a part of that type of business, but that's what I think the business they were trying to get me into. I think that was the business opportunity. I might be wrong, like I've been saying, but I have a very weird feeling about it that I am to a degree right, but that's the whole business opportunity story. Very weird, very suspicious. I don't know. After I put 2 and 2 together, I just had a very weird feeling about it. Who knows? I might get more phone calls from them or the guy she was trying to get me in contact with, but that's where we are right now. Please leave your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. I'm very interested to hear what you guys think, just because it's such a weird story. But I'm going to end the video off right here. I want to make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.